today I caught up with Jane, who is a UX designer that I worked with when I just started to work on my first big project at Google, and I was really motivated to get promoted. And I think she saw definitely the best version of my work self. Just, I felt like I had a good attitude. I wasn't really like, I don't know, I gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. I didn't really think too much about things. I was just motivated to do my best and to put my best foot forward and like work well with everyone, even if I thought that they were full of shit. But no one at the time that I worked with, I felt like really was just bullshitting. And contrasting to how I feel now, it's like every little thing irritates me. And when I feel like people don't know what they're doing and just bullshit, it just makes me so mad. And then it just annoys me. And then I have such a bad attitude because I'm like, why am I so annoyed by this? Like, I could be doing this better, but because like they want the responsibility of doing it and the ownership of doing it, I'm just like, okay, well, they have to do it. So yeah. But I was just talking to Jane about my situation, and she was telling me how she was in a similar situation where her manager just kind of wasn't really looking out for her and got put on a support check-in also. And then Jane basically argued back. And I think the difference between her and me is that she's able to like literally like kiss ass and suck anyone's dick and just say what they want to hear. And she told me that she was like telling her manager and the skip manager, like, I really respect my manager, I really like value her opinion, blah blah. And I'm like, I could never say that if I really didn't believe it. So that by default will just put me at a disadvantage, and that's my own fault. I just like literally can't say it if I don't feel it. So yeah, it just like got me thinking about how when I was talking to her and Zach about it last night, it's just like I felt at peace with how things turned out. But then when I talk to them about it, I just like get angry again, and I feel like I was, I don't know, treated unfairly. But I get that this happens more often than it should. And at Google, like even then, it's like you can't really control everyone, and people have biases and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think it's just like reminding me of how frustrated I was because I was meeting my expectations. I was never told that I wasn't doing a good job. And then the point where support check-ins come in and there's a quota that has to be met, then I'm told that I have to get one. And then even if I like fixed them and fixed everything, it was like too late. And no matter what I could have said, nobody's mind was going to be changed. And yeah, it's so windy. There was literally like nothing I could do. I think the managers that I worked with on this team just were never going to see eye to eye with me on the things that I felt like I was right in, and so there was no point. Like it was just a losing battle, and they had the power, and they were just going to go on these power trips. And even talking to Jane when she was on my team or whatever, like working with the people that I work with now, like she never liked any of them, which is why she ended up leaving, and she just didn't like Cloud. So yeah, it was just nice to talk to her and feel like she had my back. And if I wanted to switch teams, she said she would help me, and she would write me like a letter of recommendation or some review or whatever, I don't know. And I really believe it when she says she wants to help me, and she will help me, and she's telling me to reach out and not to be afraid to reach out to her. And so I think I really will try to ask her for help once I start looking into other teams, which I think I should do as soon as possible, which I'll probably do after I take a 2-week break of just like not thinking about anything. But yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, again, it like sucks to be in this situation because it's like a part of me thinks I could have controlled it better. Like I could have bit my tongue, I could have, said things in a nicer tone, I could have like been not genuine and bullshit and got my way. But I don't know, at the end of the day, this is what happened. I kind of have to deal with it, and I know that it's not a reflection of what I'm capable of. And I think there's just ups and downs, and I did a really good job when I was really motivated, and I think everything just like fell into place, and I got promoted. And then obviously I had to have it down, and then I just hit this really bad low with work. And maybe that situation is better because I got promoted, and at least I'm making all this fucking money that I don't fucking deserve, and it's okay if I'm just like at this like low, and I'll figure it out. Whereas like I know some people are just having a hard time getting promoted because the system is just like fucked up with like all the review shit, and like people just don't get like the projects that they want and that are going to help set them up, but that's also not under their control. So at least I should be thankful for being put on a project that did set me up for success, and a project that helped me meet Jane. And yeah, I was super lazy with not doing a good job of getting like reviews that I should have been more proactive at getting. I was just so fed up with everything, and I realized in retrospect I should have focused my energy into getting like good peer reviews instead of like trying to change Michael's mind or change whoever's mind. I mean, I do think I changed Michael's mind a little bit, but like obviously not enough to do anything about it. I don't know. It is what it is, and it's fine. And I know what I'm capable of, and I know that I just need to be remotivated, and I think I just need to find a new team, and that's going to take a lot of work. But I'm motivated to do it, just like I was motivated to get a fucking job at a big tech company. And yeah, I think things will be fine. I'm just fucking annoyed whenever I see people and have to deal with people. I'm just irritated, and that's why I have shit like this on my fucking face. Ah! Okay, bye. Okay, low-key, I feel like if I'm just listening to music and doing whatever, I'm so not in my head. I don't care what other people think. I don't know if it's just drowning out my own thoughts, but game changer listening to music. Maybe I can be more alone if I just literally have my headphones in 24/7.
Take a breath, love, fill your lungs up, rest your head, there's no sense in losing sleep. You can break down, let your watch out, lose your temper, but you're not losing me. You're not losing me. Don't wanna cry to you, I was feeling so good. Took another sip and hit the bottom like I knew that I would. All the things we do when we dress up pain like heaven in a moment of truth. I wanna call you back. I'm not good to try and tell you that I'm not doing okay, but I'm dying to hear you say, just take a breath, love, fill your lungs up, rest your head, there's no sense in losing sleep. You can break down, let your watch out, lose your temper, but you're not losing me.
I feel like I had a good day today, probably because I wasn't alone for basically any part of it, and I also did a lot of things that made me feel productive, which I know are things that I'm trying to work on being okay with, like being alone and not feeling like I need to be productive all the time. But anyways, Michael was at the office with me, and that was fun, and we like did some finance stuff, or like looked into my investment stuff, which made the day feel productive. And then also I had therapy, and I think I'm just trying to have a good attitude with it, and I feel like I have been learning things, and I really do enjoy talking to this therapist, and I feel like I can be really honest with her, and I think that's what makes it work well. But I feel like I don't really have a problem with being honest, maybe, I don't know, but I think it was just really nice to hear her feel like she notices that I'm trying, and I feel like she always knows that I'm really making an effort into the things I want to work on. And yeah, it was also just like validating for her to hear all of the work stuff that I was telling her about, just being irritated and not liking that feeling, but then knowing that I just kind of have to sit through it and feel that way and then try to deal with it and not let it like affect me too much, because I think one of the thoughts that I had was that I come off as very like abrasive and I don't know, like confrontational, especially because when I'm in meetings, I feel like I'm contributing a lot, but I feel like it's not noticed and my work isn't recognized. And then I also come off as angry. And I think she was just saying that, like, maybe I think it comes off that way, but really it doesn't. And I just told her that I got feedback about being prickly. And I was just so mad at that because I felt like there wasn't real evidence backing that up. And I just feel like because I'm a woman, when I say things like in a tone that's like kind of like how I'm talking now, it comes off as like, I don't know, like off-putting or like not okay. But if a guy does it, it totally comes off as like confident. And I feel like she thinks that it is just like sexism in the workplace, and like it should come off as like assertive and confident and strong, but instead it comes off as like emotional and just, I don't know, shit like that. And so I think me telling her that I was looking into switching teams and her just being like, yeah, it seems like you're going through a lot of like burnout and compassion fatigue. She was telling me that it's good to recognize that I should be on a team that doesn't perceive my words or actions to be prickly and instead should perceive it to be like strong and confident and assertive. And yeah, I think that that is true. Like, I feel like there are teams where like not confrontation, but like discussion or openness is welcome. Whereas like all the managers I feel like I've worked with on this team, even like the PM, like all of them being men, like just don't ever see my, I guess, like passion and what I think and what I say to be worth noting. I don't know. I do feel like I only speak up when I have something negative to say because I don't like saying things for the sake of saying it. So if it's like something positive or something I don't really have an opinion about, I'm just not going to say anything. So yeah, maybe it's just like that perception alone is the reason why people feel that way. I don't know. And I should speak up when I feel positive things too. But yeah, after like taking baby steps into being more responsible and more adult, I feel like I really want to spend these next 2 months accomplishing these two goals. One of which being able to kind of figure out my finances, like figure out where exactly my money is going, setting myself up for the future, because I just have like money laying around everywhere. I don't really know where my money is going. And I just feel like I should be more responsible. And then the second goal of mine is to try to figure out how to switch teams and actually switch and make that happen so that when I come back, I'll be in a place where I feel motivated and I feel good and I'm not just gonna like remember all the bad things and then not move forward. And I do want to take this time to try to relax, even though I know whenever I go somewhere new, I want to be like, go, 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 and I want to see everything. But I do think that maybe I've grown up and that has changed, and I want to use this time to spend it with my friends and not be so like, I need to do all these things before I leave because I've never been here before and these countries aren't going anywhere. Like, I know I'll have the chance to come back and I won't necessarily have the chance to like see all my friends all in one place again. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I'm also, I think, nervous because I haven't really traveled internationally in a while, and it always just like is very anxiety inducing for me because I don't trust that I'll figure it out. But it's okay. I know that I'll figure it out, so everything will be fine. And yeah, it's like kind of like one of those things where I have to tell myself like the sun will rise again. Like, it'll be sunny another day. Even if I have to spend this day indoors working on something or figuring out my shit, it's okay because there will be another sunny day. And same thing with like all of these like countries that I'm going to go to. Like, I will have the chance to go again in the future, and I shouldn't feel so much that this is my last chance to go. Yeah, I know I have to like kind of convince myself or tell myself, but I feel like it's a good balance I'm trying to make and be aware of. Just like, for example, like I could go to Catherine and Chawei's wedding after I go to Australia and like change my flight because I'm like, okay, when am I ever gonna like have this chance to go to Taiwan with Suze again, or like do these things again, or go to their wedding? Like, I don't know. I feel like on one hand I'm like, YOLO, I really want to go, and like, when am I gonna get this chance again? But at the same time, it's like a lot of flying, a lot of traveling, and I already booked my flight home, and I don't want to like go through all this because I feel like I won't have the chance again, because I will have the chance again, and I will be able to like see all these people again, and if not this time, another time. And if I really want this to happen, like another chance in the future, like I can make that happen, and I shouldn't just be like, yeah, this is my only chance. So yeah, I'm feeling good today. Just like feeling like there's a lot to do before I leave, but I should just trust that I will be able to figure it out and I can handle it. And one thing at a time, one day at a time, go with the flow. Don't be lazy. I feel like I'm being more positive with everything. So yeah. Okay, gonna go shower and get all this hot pot smell off my body. Okay, bye.